Hi, I'm Sarah and welcome to today's Daily Thought from the Free Church. So most of you now know that I am a teacher and I have been trying to help in the last couple of weeks my 8 and 9-year-olds improve their writing. It's been really important for us to focus on the grammar and the punctuation that is included in their writing to get the right message across to their audience. They've already got the image in their head, but they need to get that portrayed across to the people that are going to hear the message. But if you use the wrong homophone, or you put a comma where a full stop should be, or you miss out an adjective or an adverb, a completely different meaning can take place and the audience can feel confused or misunderstood and not engage with the writing in the same way that you've got in your imagination. Now, the same can be said when emphasis is placed on a completely different word. You get a different meaning entirely. But my question is, does it matter where the emphasis should be placed? Does it matter where the focus of your writing should be? Does it matter, for example, that I have done today's daily thought in black and white and not in colour? Does it matter that I've got a plain wall behind me and I'm not on the beach and I've got the sunset behind me? Does it matter that I might be faster at some things and slower at others? Does it matter that sometimes I make mistakes? Does it matter that I might be in some roles for 3 months but other roles for 30 years? Does it matter? Should it matter? We shouldn't be criticised. We shouldn't feel limited based on any of these things that I've just said, plus thousands and thousands of others. But wherever we place the emphasis on those things is what we become fixated on, and we can start to overanalyze and start to think that other people view us in that way. So what is the message that these children are trying to get across in their writing? What is the message of some lyrics that might be trying to get across to an audience? What is the message that God is trying to share with us in His Word? Are we getting the emphasis in the right place, or are we completely missing the point? For example, if I take one of my favourite verses in the book of Psalms, 139 verse 14, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Now, I tried to read that as unenthusiastically as I possibly could, but if I read it again and put an emphasis on different words each time, what's the meaning that comes across? How do you interpret that verse? I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Did you get a different impression each time? Did it come across in a different way to you? Was the message slightly altered because of how I placed an emphasis on those things? And you know what? This is what life can be like. We can be so fixated on what other people say to us, or what other people might look at us in a certain way, or we might read something and completely misinterpret the meaning behind it. Certainly in lockdown, it's been a bit crazy with just relying on emails and texts and Facebook, and you can start to read things in a completely different way, and it starts to then reflect on us, and we start to think differently of ourselves. But in 1 Samuel, when the Lord was calling David, He said, "Do not look on his appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." He has fearfully and wonderfully made every single one of us in His image. How awesome is that? And we should praise Him for we are fearfully and wonderfully made. There is an incredible song by the artist Lauren Daigle called You Say, and in the chorus, the lyrics say, "You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, you say I am yours." That's all about completely misinterpreting how we think about ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. But instead, God's saying, you might get this message. You might have the emphasis placed on this bit. I want you to switch that, because actually the emphasis on this bit. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Turn that round. God's saying, praise me, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made in my image. How incredible is that? So I just want to encourage you, and I just want to persuade you to try and view things in a variety of different ways before believing the text that you're reading. What emphasis does God want you to place on the things that you are hearing? Do you believe that you are fearfully and wonderfully made? Do you say that you are loved? Do you say that you are strong? Do you say that you are being held and that you are belonging to God? Because you should, because He is saying all of those things to us. Have a great day.